Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, a squad looking to put on a show. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week. A crew looking to make a statement. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally, and they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
You just hold your breath every time this QB keeps the football in the running game, man. With his speed, he's a threat to hit the home run every time he totes the rock.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He'll take it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build out.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. He's going to pass. Looking for an open area to his left. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this.
And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Going up top on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. And he's got it at the 15-yard line. No one's going to get him. Touchdown.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. A first down for the offense. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Quarterback will audible. Third down play from the gun. Gets it out quickly. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. From the gun, the running back has it.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. Throwing him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They bring the punter onto the field now. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. They're bringing heat. And they got him for the sack.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Starting to feel a little pressure. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
He's tackled at the 30-yard line. Coming up, fourth down.
And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll just down it right there.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, Blimmer making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. Turns it on in midfield. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Okay, ready?
Looking for a productive play on first down.
Here we go.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Unloads it left. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
A great spot to start this drive for the offense.
Here we go.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And he could not get loose on the run.
On the play. 2nd down.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. And that one's incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds his back in the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep him away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Leaves it with the back. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Looking to throw for it. Finds his tight end. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Offense in a split backfield.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Squirrel.
He's looking to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Past the 45. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
When you come out and the run game works right away, everybody gets confidence, everybody's happy, and the whole playbook now is open for everybody to use.
Cut it.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
6-9-1. Gators far.
Trying to turn the corner on the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loses 2. Brings up 2nd down. Ready,
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12.
Cobra. Terrier. Yep. Gaucho.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Tune in to the Ocho, 8th play of the drive coming up.
Ringo.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. It's caught downfield. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play.
Gorilla.
From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. And it's in for a touchdown.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. NC State has the lead right now. This team can really open up the playbook at times, but I'm not sure this game is over just yet. They're up by 7 over Georgia Tech. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
I don't know how the defense allowed that guy to get so wide open. Obviously, he's got tons of speed. We know that, but you've got to key on him and at least have 2 people running with him deep down the field. That time, that must have been a coverage bust because he was way too open.
Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to get the first through the air. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Punt team makes its way onto the field. Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
They'll give it to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd down, going up top. Quick strike complete. There's a live football. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Just enough time for one final play of the half. The DBs will back off a bit. Looking to move it through the air. He's going to run it. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're ready to get it started here in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Now the play fake. Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. They bring the punter onto the field now. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Quarterback will keep it. Smashes through. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
And he breaks into the open. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense getting set for 1st down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. They want to run it left here. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for a crease. It's Sanders. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The offense set for a 1st down play. The corners are walked up tight. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Finds a crease at the 20. And they're in for a touchdown. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the lone running back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Trying to get to it. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
I'll tell you, I love this offense going RPO on first, second, and third down at any point during the game because this quarterback does a really good job with his decision-making. He does a great job reading the defense, seeing the look, counting the box, and he's almost perfect on these decisions to hand the football off on RPOs.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Black 24! Black 24!
Off the boot, looking for his man. Got his man quickly. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to go up top on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. They run into a bit of trouble here, 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. From the gun, running back on the move. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Trying to barge in. And he'll break the plane for a touchdown. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. I mean, sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. First down here for the offense. Wide out in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
Moves.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. All kinds of room to the right. At the 20. And he will house it. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Offense set on first down. Running back searching for a hole. At the 35, he's got room. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Might as well give it to him again. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the ground with the back. Breaks the tackle. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. They move the tight end all over. They'll run for it on 4th down. Tackle is made after the first down.
4th and 1, turn around, hand it off to your bell cow running back, and let him go move the sticks. Great job.
The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
He makes the connection. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Defense looks as if it's coming. On the option. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
Offense backed up inside their own 10-yard line. You got to give yourself some space to work, so you dial up the run play, and your offensive line delivers. Huge holes up front for that big game.
Leaves it with the back. Runs through the tackle. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
The give as they work on that clock. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Cut it. 42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Tuna.
He's looking to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. Finds his big tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They're still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. Handoff from the gun. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Give to the running back. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses. It's helped set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out because this wasn't a great day.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short game.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by the